have at least a little bit of us
so
here.
Now I'm starting transmission here, and
the volume's 100.
Let's see. 1 second. Yeah.
Okay.
Let me just double check one thing here to see if it started.
Volume's 100.
Yes, it started. All right, guys, welcome. So today it's me and Tim together. So, every Tuesdays you guys have Tim on Instagram. So I'm trying to convert him into YouTube. I'm just joking. And we're here live on YouTube. So let me rearrange something here really quick. Hold on 1 second.
And are they seeing this?
There. So let's rearrange. So welcome, guys. Welcome. So, do you want to do your introduction, Tim?
Well, hi guys. Welcome to English with Tim and Karen. As you can see, I prepared for today's topic, our sample class of 10 health benefits of dancing, and I'm wearing my...
I had the time of my life, and I never felt this way before. I'm just joking. I'm not a singer.
You can call me Patrick Swayze. Okay?
Jokes apart, so basically what we decided to bring you guys tonight is a little sample of what we usually do in our conversation group.
Okay, Conversation Club with Tim and Karen. What do? We set up a theme for the week. Okay, so we're doing the example one here today. We share the material on the platform. Okay, so you'll get the PDF or the Canva presentation. And for homework, okay, one of my favorite words, you should read it ahead of time. Okay, can I go through the...
Yeah, hold on 1 second. Let me just set the camera up here so you guys can see the presentation. All right, Tim.
All right.
You can go ahead and move on the slides. All right.
Slides.
So, hello, Gabriel. Hello, welcome.
I've got the power. Okay.
You've got the power.
She says she's not a singer. All right. So, guys, we'll always start it off with our English with Tim and Karen, brand here. Okay, really nice. I like the colors. Okay, very colorful with the 2 speech bubbles. You come into the first part, and we'll often have conversation questions. Okay, guys, ideally, we'd like to have students who are intermediate to advanced. Okay, we're a young company now. We're just starting out. We're building it up, right? And what makes it easier? If the students are already speaking English, okay? We're here to help you too. So we will be giving tips, during our classes. We'll give you feedback, okay, which is really nice. You got the benefit of a native speaker and
a Brazilian who's lived many years in the U.S., who's improved pronunciation as much as possible. But before we move on, Tim, I want to ask you guys to go to our Instagram account, English with Tim and Karen, and vote on whose birthday is coming up. Is it my birthday or is it Tim's birthday? So if you haven't voted yet, go ahead and vote, because we have a surprise for you guys at the end. So if you vote and you guess correctly whose birthday it's coming up, the date of the birthday and the age, okay? So you need to find out who it is. It's me or Tim. How many years will be? Okay? And when is it going to be? Is it this weekend? Is it the end of June? Is it beginning of July? When is it? So if you guess it correctly, you will win a private conversation session with the birthday person. All right? So go ahead to our Instagram account, or you can just leave your comments here on YouTube, okay? On the chat here, né? E vocês podem deixar nos comentários aqui. Your guess, who is going to be blowing candles in a few days?
And I'll give you one clue. It's one of us.
It's one of us. So you got a 50-50 chance, all right? Hello, Ida. Hello, Adriana. Hello, Joyce. Hello, Anderson. Welcome, welcome. Hello, guys.
Oh, that Lou girl's following us. Oh, wait, no, that's our partner. Okay.
All right. So, Tim, do you like dancing? Why or why not?
Actually, Karen, I'm probably one of the worst dancers in the world. I was born with 2 left feet, so I have no rhythm. When I first came to Brazil many years ago, I took ballroom dancing with wife number 1. Okay, that's what I called her, wife number 1. And I was terrible. I'd be dancing the waltz and I would be counting the beat. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And wife number 1 would tell me, shut up! She didn't want to hear me counting out loud. So then I would have to internalize it and count in my head. And my lips would still move, though.
Very nice. It can get pretty tough. I did take some ballroom, I wouldn't say ballroom dancing with my husband. I even have a video here to show you guys of us dancing. So this is us, my husband and I, taking lessons. It's a bit delayed.
Oh, there's a delay in it. I'm learning this stuff, guys.
So this is us. We took these lessons like right at the beginning of the pandemic. My daughter was still like just 4 or 5 months old, and it was really nice. We were learning how to dance forró. And if you don't know this, did you know that forró is a word that was originated in the English language? Did you know that?
It doesn't sound English. Forró?
Forró. Yes. Back in the day in the Northeast, when there were Brazil was still a colony, and there were a lot of English people coming over to, steal our gold. They would say they would go to the parties and all of that, and they would have fun, and they would say that this dance was for all. Okay, so for all, and like we always do in Portuguese, actually we always do in Brazil, I cannot say in Portuguese per se, but we did abrasileirou the word. So instead of for all, forró.
Okay, all right, now it makes sense. Yeah, okay.
All right. So going back to your question, yeah, I try to dance. I'm not that great. I did enjoy dancing when I was a kid. I used to take jazz lessons, and I took up some ballet lessons as well when I was about 7 years old.
Well, give your husband credit. He's doing very well in the video. I was just terrible. I would step on my wife's feet, and the only time I danced good was when the instructor, a gay guy, danced with me, and then he spun me around very well, but I was kind of embarrassed, So guys, honestly, I have no rhythm. I just gave up on it.
And that made me think of, because that's funny, that our instructor, our teacher, he was really good, and he would try to teach me a step, and it was easy because he knew how to conduct, how to move, and things would go and would spin me around. And when Victor came over, he was like, "Why can he do it? Why can you dance with him and with me so hard?" We're learning. It can get confusing sometimes.
And do we say dance teacher, dance instructor, or both?
I guess we can say both. Dance instructor, dance teacher. I guess it depends on what type of graduation that person's got.
Yeah, and the idea is he's instructing you, he's teaching you, so both are possible. Okay, so here where I live, we have some dance studios nearby, so I like to walk by them when they're having a class. Okay, and then guys, what I like to do is I'm preparing one of our themes. Karen and I alternate usually on this. I try to get a variety of questions because this is going to help stimulate conversation among us. Okay, so here I have present tense, I have a WH information question, a frequency question. I like to talk positive and negative benefits of things, or advantages and disadvantages, because the idea is for you to expand on your answers, not just one-word answers. Okay, how did you learn to dance? And then control our next slide.
Can you think of any really cool dances? Yes.
All right.
We can just keep going. No worries, Tim.
Right.
So can you think of any really cool dance scenes from a series or a movie? Well, I can think of a really cool dance scene, but it's not from any series or any movie. It's actually from a music video clip.
Ah, okay, all right.
Can you guys guess which music video I'm talking about? It's a very famous from the 80s, perhaps late 80s.
Can I guess?
Yeah.
Okay, wait, let's see
if anybody can guess.
Cassiano guessed your birthday, maybe. Karen with a C or a K, I forget, on July 20th.
It's with a K.
All right. Okay. And Salam, Mary Moore, or wait, or 6, I don't know.
So.
All right, so people are still guessing, so we'll come back on that. What I would guess, since you're Brazilian, Michael Jackson in Olumbo.
We got the Thriller night. Come on, you guys have to admit that was a pretty cool dance scene, and everybody copies it.
Yeah, and he came to, and here's where we go into an offshoot. She mentioned one thing, I think of something else. Karen, didn't he come to Brazil and film?
Yes, he filmed with a band called Olodum.
Olodum, okay.
And he was in Bahia, I think, in Pelourinho.
Yeah.
To shoot the video clip.
Famous video.
I just don't remember the song right now.
Yeah. Okay. So then, guys, you're going to share with us some of your memories. Question with the future. Will you take a dance class in the near future? Karen, what do you think? Will you take a dance class in the future with your husband? Maybe go back to ballroom dancing? Or
I would love to. I would definitely love to go back to dancing. It was something that we did together, and I was really happy because he suggested us doing it. It wasn't something like I imposed on us, because usually women are the ones who are like, okay, no, we're taking dancing lessons and that's it. But no, he is the one who brought it up, and I thought that was very sweet of him. And we took about 3 or 4 months of lessons during that time. And my daughter was still just a baby. She was about 4 or 5 months old. But once she started crawling and trying to stand up and get up, it was a bit hard because she wouldn't stay in her baby carrier anymore. She wanted to be moving around. So we ended up stopping. So we ended up learning some of forró and a little bit of rock and roll. Not like rock, no, that kind of like
dance moves from the 50s or 60s.
Yes, like Footloose.
Mashed potato, yeah.
Kind of like Footloose type of rock and roll. No, Grease rock and roll, you know, with John Travolta.
And Olivia Newton-John. Okay. All right. So yeah, you guys, usually Karen does YouTube on Thursdays because she's super techno woman, and I stay on Instagram. But I notice now that there is a time delay thing. So like if I wanted to ask a student to type something in here, we might end up moving on from the questions per se. Okay.
So far, only Cassiano has tried to guess. I really hope, Tim, just open up your Instagram right now, that you guys have gone to Instagram and tried to.
Am I in the right
you
place?
can, no. You can try and guess. Let's see if people have tried.
Oh, there's a voting thing, right?
Yes, there's a voting. Yeah, that's not what I want. Here. No, here. So, yeah. We got one more person trying to guess. Someone typed in the wrong space, but that's all right. I'm just joking. So let's move on. So here, in this class, basically, we have all these questions to warm up and talk about, and we also have the article.
Yeah. Okay. Alzheimer's. So does everybody in the thing watching us now, or no?
No.
Okay. All right. What do I know? Okay. And guys, what's so nice about conversation is we learn things, okay? We really want to get away from the thing where it's an interrogation where, you know, did you ever have an embarrassing moment in a nightclub or dancing with someone? Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me more information, guys. Show your English, okay? I remember one time I was at a nightclub with a girlfriend. I won't say her name, but okay. Her name was Suchian. She was my breast girlfriend, Suchian. And she came out of the bathroom and she had toilet paper on her shoes. So imagine walking from the bathroom all the way to the dance floor. Oh, how embarrassing. And then I walked up there and I pretended to be the bathroom police. I'm like, what? And I stepped on the toilet paper to take it off her shoe. So guys, really wonderful, fun times in the class, talking about things like that, sharing the information. Okay?
Anderson here is talking about dancing sertanejo. Sertanejo, our sertanejo is a bit different from the American country. And they have more of an interesting square dance type of dancing thing. And I've tried. When I lived there, I went to a country bar once, and they had people teaching people how to square dance. You know, just like the
square dancing, do-si-do, or the line dancing.
The line dancing.
Okay, so
line
both
dancing.
kinds, yeah.
So that was pretty fun.
Yeah, and it is. Once you learn how to do it, guys, wow.
Like you have all those people, you know, holding the belt hoops on the pants, you know, just like going. Rah, rah.
All right. And then, guys, I always try to put in a good question that, you know, kind of pushes the boundaries a little bit because we're adults, you know, and why not talk about things that come up, you know? And like, for example, here, my number 10 question, what is your opinion about the way people are dancing nowadays in TikTok and music videos? Is it sexy or vulgar? Too revealing? Does it demean the person dancing? And sometimes you'll get a vocabulary word you don't know. Look it up. Let's talk about that. Some people like it, some people don't. But the nice thing in the class, if you don't want to talk about it, we can skip it. Okay?
Now, here's a new style that I've never heard of. Thank you, Adriana. Techno brega.
My mother-in-law.
I can't not even begin to imagine how it looks like. Because brega, I always think of Joelma, you know, just throwing her hair back and forth.
Okay.
Jokes apart.
But techno brega, so brega Joelma, and then techno kind of modern robotic movements maybe. I don't know. Can I say Anita or no?
No, Anita is more like that Brazilian
funk or what's the other one? Pagode?
Pagode is more like molejo, like brincadeira de criança, como é bom, como é bom. I don't know.
Okay.
It's more like.
Yeah. Guys, as I was preparing the class today, I was like, I want to show some videos, but gosh, you get into all that copyright issues, you know. So I think it happened with you, Karen. You played a little bit of a music and YouTube cut you off right away. So I had to be careful with that, and it wasn't enough time for me to learn how to dance. So this is more basic style. Okay, Anderson thinks it's funny the way people dance in TikTok. Yeah, I mean, if people realize how much time that they're devoting to this, some are interesting. I watched a couple today while I was preparing the class, and they had like a swirl or something they were calling it. And that looked nice. And then there's a couple where the kids were dancing in the street, the guy and the girl, and they were synchronized. That was really nice, okay? But the two issues that I would bring up, being American, is I think the Chinese government is really getting information from us in these videos, which it probably shouldn't, technically.
Yeah, I guess not just the Chinese government.
Well, because they're on the committee for that.
Yeah.
And then the sexualization, you know, so who's
well, there are its pros and cons. Some girls, they want to get views and likes, so they appeal too much. And they ended up being vulgar. But there are those very creative dance moves. I saw one a couple years back that they used that song from Madagascar. I like to move it. I like to, and they make this really cool dance moves, and it went viral. A lot of people were doing videos with those dance moves, and that was pretty cool. That was really interesting.
Yeah, which is, you know, not to say just because the Chinese government's, you know, maybe stealing information, but that's part of that. And then there are cool moves. Like today I also saw a guy dancing robot, and that was really cool.
It's like, I'm...
She does everything. So, let's see. So Adriana Carvalho dances Techno Brega, and then Anderson mentioned Sertanejo, and then how people dance on TikTok. Okay, wait, let me check how we're doing here. Anything else? Okay. And so, guys, this is what happens. You know, depending how many students are in the class, we'll be opening up with the questions, answering them, expanding on them, and then we do have an article that we like to share in the class to help us increase our vocabulary. And then often what happens, guys? Let me get my famous shikoch, okay? This is for the students that didn't do the homework before class.
And just so you guys know and are able to read what's written on Tim's shikochi. Hold on a second. I'm going to zoom in. Okay, so the image is not mirrored, so it's backwards. It says vira.
Oh, all right. Guys, it's amazing. Brazilians love to be chicotada. I mean, I've been using this for a while now in classes, and everyone, they love it. So I use it just to call your attention sometimes, or especially if you make a silly mistake, guys, okay? We're not here really to laugh at you. We're trying to inform you, to help you. So if you say, I have 46, and it should be I am 46, then I might, cadê meu chicote? And that's about the only time I use Portuguese usually. Then boom, I bring that up to call your attention. Now, in the case that a student comes into the class and they've just had a busy week, and I'm sorry, Tim, I wasn't able to read the material, what do? We have them read it right now while it's on the screen. And then, for example, let's say Cassiano. Okay, Cassiano, please read out loud now that you've read it the first time. Okay, so you kind of know what to expect. And I'm taking notes during the class. So as Cassiano would read that, if you had a little trouble on pronunciation, sometimes, guys, what I've noticed, Brazilians want to show how good they are in English. So let me do my impression of a Brazilian. Get in trouble for this. Okay. Dancing is definitely fun and enjoyable, but did you know there are many health benefits associated with the activity? The constant movement is not just great for your physical health, but also your mental well-being. We've got 10 great reasons to keep dancing, even if you think you're uncoordinated or an amateur. Guys, nobody I know speaks that fast. I did know a girl, Tachi, who likes listening to audios at 4 times the speed, which I never do. I might do 1.5, 2 at the max. But guys, when we're reading, we have to remember to pause at the commas and to raise our voice at the question mark. If it's a period, we do a stop or an exclamation point. We can maybe emphasize a little more. And then sometimes I end up modeling. Dancing is definitely fun and enjoyable, but did you know there are many health benefits associated with the activity?
And another thing to remember, it isn't about the speed. You can't understand just because the native is speaking too fast. It's the connections between words that sometimes make it harder for you to understand. Like, for example, let's see, constant movement. Sometimes you get that link from one word to the beginning of the next one. Let's see if we have an example here on this page. There are many health benefits associated with the activity. Constant movement is not just great for your physical health, but also your mental well-being. We've got 10 great reasons to keep dancing, even if you think you're uncoordinated or an amateur. So you see, we link these two words, an amateur, the article with the noun. So it almost becomes one, and that's what makes it harder for you to understand. It's not the speed. It's what Tim just said, which is a French word, liaison, that means link.
Oui, oui.
Oui, oui.
I want to impersonate Joey from Friends. and guys, in the same thing here at the beginning of that sentence Karen was reading, we've got. Oh wait, what's we've got? We have got. And sometimes you guys will read it out loud and say, we have got 10 great reasons. No problem. But you must realize you might be talking with an American there in Orlando, and he's going to say, we've got 10. We've got, and you just have to recognize it. So that's where exercising your vocal muscles, reading out loud is really helpful. Visually, it ties in and connects it and develops the connection for you. So that's what we really want to help you guys with as we go through our material with you, right?
Exactly. So, Cassiano is cracking up. You're speaking really fast.
And by the way, guys, and what I really enjoy doing myself, because I do enjoy proofreading. So, for example, if Cassiano was reading, sometimes he'll read the story. And, for example, here we go, Cassiano, thank you for letting me abuse you. Dancing is definite fun and enjoyable. Okay, so he forgets the ly on definitely. Okay, or as he comes to the end of the sentence. But did you know there are many healthy benefits associated? Oops, healthy? No, there's no Y at the end of it. So sometimes the reading at the end of the phrase is really important. Another example, we've got 10 great reasons to keep dancing. They miss the plural. Okay, and then sometimes the plural comes out as reasons. So you have that Z sound, right? Okay, or S, kisses. So you have to have that kisses. Oh, that'll have a Z sound too. Okay, so guys, this is what I like to help with, and at the end of the class, I reserve a few minutes to give you some feedback on that. All right? Okay, and then what's going to happen? Especially if we have 3 or 4 students in the class, we go through the presentation. I might have someone else read it. I'll check vocabulary doubts. Okay, guys, even I look up words, so don't feel bad. Okay, we're on the same boat, as I like to say. So we're all here to learn, to practice our English. Okay, so just flip through, and I think this is kind of nice. If you have too many people in the class, you probably won't give many people a chance to be talking, okay? So I think I'm always going to try to keep it to be 10 things or less, maybe 8 is even better, is the idea. But we don't have to always cover everything. So for example, as we cover these benefits, what you could do as a student, as a good student, and I love it when you guys use paper, is, maybe write down slide 4 here, reduce depression. Oh, Tim, I'd like to talk about this. Maybe someone in my family suffers from depression, and I didn't realize that dancing can help to reduce it, to control it, okay, to affect how you feel in a positive way. And then we talk about that, okay? So we can always expand in these areas. So writing down some notes. Oh, what do I want to talk about? Okay? Because if you just, I'll remember it in the class, you forget. Wait, was it number 7 or number 8? Guys, write it down, okay? And there's no problem if you want to ask us about something. Oh, Tim, I saw this written somewhere. But try to remember the source, because oftentimes, was it a blog? Was it something casual? Was it like lyrics of a song? Because then you have different rules to follow, okay? The cardiovascular health, if you want help on pronunciation, we'll give you some of that. And then, guys, what I really wanted to mention today is one of the benefits, the social and emotional health, Karen, for dancing is a positive benefit, right?
Yes, and just so you guys know, here I want to, let's see, no, I don't have the thing, but like even he has to look up some words, like for example the sagittal plane of your body. We were discussing this right before we started out, because because come on, this is a technical term and we're not in the medical field, so I mean, what the hell? For me, I would look at that and I would think of Sagittarius. I'm like, oh, what is going on?
It's not like I'm a physical therapist or something.
Oh, maybe Adriana Kundrat would have helped us figure it out.
Yeah.
But she's not here.
Okay. Any more? Will it
automatically
go
No
up?
more.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll go up. Okay. All right. So, improved social and emotional health for sure, right? Because dancing, who doesn't like to dance? And of course, higher self-esteem. So always the material will be available on our platform, which is Hotmart. So it's better that you download it beforehand, read it. You don't necessarily need to study it and make sure you write down everything you don't know, but at least familiarize yourself with the content in order for you to be able to have a more productive conversation session.
Yeah, now myself, I think most of the people that might know me, I'm a dinosaur with technology. So I would prefer, if I were in your Havaianas, that's the Brazilian joke, I would print out each week the material, because then with the material in my hand, I can grab my markers and colored pens and highlight the vocabulary or make a note on the page with an asterisk. Oh, I want to ask about this in the class, okay? So that's really working with the paper for me, okay? But maybe you guys, being younger, hint, hint, being younger, you might like having it on your computer, and I do save it on my computer, and then I open it up for the classes. But then the fact that I want to highlight a word or something, for me it works much better printing it out. Okay?
And as a matter of fact, even some of our students, they do print it out. And whenever I ask them to read, they do get their own material, because sometimes, sometimes they'll be on the phone, or I don't know, which will make it really hard for them to read, depending on how it's being shared.
Yeah, I really like it when it's printed out, guys. So that's one of my tips that I like to share. Guys, if you're able to, if you have a printer at home, or sometimes I use Portuguese, papelaria, okay, a stationery store, go there, get it printed out.
Like nice. What you call Home Depot. There's Home Depot. No, not Home Depot. Office Depot.
Office Depot.
Staples.
Staples. Yeah, in the U.S., Staples. This would be a place where you could go to get things printed out.
Staples is like Kalunga over here. They got everything for the office.
Okay.
You know Kalunga?
I've got one in the backyard. I got a million of them, guys. Okay.
Don't worry, guys. We're not being paid to advertise them.
Well, that'd be nice. They sell safes. I like that. And guys, you know, wow, I really enjoyed giving English classes, and I always like meeting the students, so that's one of the benefits of it. And you'll be surprised how much time I spend on Google, because sometimes the word comes up. Oh, I think we had a pomegranate.
Pomegranate.
And I won't remember what it is in Portuguese or in English, whatever, either way. And I'm typing into Google. Is pomegranate English or Portuguese?
Pomegranate is English.
All right. What's it in Portuguese?
Homa.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, see, I heard it this morning. I already forgot. So I got to write notes, guys. Take notes. If I give feedback, write it down because you forget. Homa, right?
Homa, yes.
Okay. All right.
Like when I was little, we had a pomegranate tree at our front yard. And every Christmas, this was like a superstition type of thing. My mom would make these things called patois that she would add 12 seeds of pomegranate in them, and you would make a wish for each month of the year, and you would have to keep that in your wallet. And she would give patois.
Okay, sounds French.
Sounds French. I don't know. Maybe, who knows? Maybe it is.
They have some French background. Yeah.
All right. Now, guys, we are at the end of our 10 health benefits of dancing. And only Cassiano has tried to find out, to guess who is the birthday person, and has tried to find out the date. So he guessed July 20th, but he has not guessed how old. All right. So let's see on Instagram if anyone else has tried guessing. Let's see. We have one more vote for Tim. So we have 3 people voting for Tim.
I win. Sorry.
And 5 people voting for me.
I lost.
Actually, we have one more person voting for Tim.
Okay.
And one person has tried to guess my age. And I'm like, seriously? Are you for real? 52? Maybe she thought she had voted for Tim. But no one has guessed. I really, guys, I'm going to give you a few more minutes because I really want someone to win this
competition.
Ooh, wow, Cassiano was really good. He tried to guess 38. Now Eji has tried to guess 35. But who is the birthday person, Eji? Is it me or Tim? And when is 35. The birthday?
Yeah, that's hard though. They have so many options, right? Yeah.
You know, so Socorro, I guess she's betting on Tim.
Socorro, cadê meu chicote? Socorro, you get the special buffet.
All right. So Lucilene,
did she give us
Tim 52 on July 10th. Okay, very good. So, before we move on to the next part, no, I'm going to give you guys just a bit more time, okay, to guess who is the birthday person, me or Tim, how old, and the date, okay? Adriana Carvalho is guessing 38 for me. All right. Cassiano, and very nice. You guys are pretty good. All right. Alu, our coordinator, boss thing, she was like, you know what, Karen? Cassiano is the one who got the closest. So Cassiano, let me, hold on a second, I get it, unlock this. So Cassiano, you are the winner, but you did guess my age. I will be 38. You did guess it. It is me, but you did miss my birthday. My birthday is on Monday, July 3rd. So, many of you who may have heard my voice somewhere knows I do speak of my birthday and may even remember. So my birthday is on July 3rd. I was born on July 3rd, 1985. All right, guys.
Wow, now I feel old. I won't give out my information. But I was 38 before.
So we all were 38 at one point in our lifetime. E essa não é a única surpresa. Então, o Cassiano é o nosso vencedor. Mas a outra surpresa é a seguinte. É meu aniversário, mas quem ganha é vocês. Como assim?
Good accent, good pronunciation.
Good pronunciation? What, Portuguese pronunciation?
Yes, yeah, I like that. I gotta work on it.
And it's funny because when I was coming back from the United States, and that's the thing I always tell the students. Look, I was there for 7 years and a half, basically. I was there from 2005 through the end of 2012. I came back to Brazil basically beginning of 2013. And during that whole time I was there, I did not speak much Portuguese. Okay, the first 6 months I was there, I did have many Brazilian friends, but once I realized that it was harming me more than helping me, I cut ties with all the Brazilian people I had met there. Many of them had already come back to Brazil. So after they left, I was like, you know what? Fudge it. I'm not... Okay, I did not curse. I said fudge it. Okay, fudge is a delicious chocolate topping. They put it on it. All right. So I'm gonna try and make friends with natives. So I spend most of the time there speaking only in English. And when I came back, I really did have a hard time speaking Portuguese because my brain was so messed up. And I was on the plane going from São Paulo to Florianópolis, and I was watching an episode of Friends on the plane. And I don't remember how I started talking to this girl. And she looks at me and she goes, "Nossa, mas você fala português muito bem." Thinking I was an American. I'm like, oh. I guess so what I say is, you guys, if you want to improve your speaking, you must speak, you must practice. Because I forgot my own mother tongue. I forgot Portuguese. Imagine you who are learning English. So you do need to practice. Então, chegando aqui nessa história, por muito tempo, né, eu e o Tim, a gente recebeu pedidos de vários alunos que querem, que precisam praticar. A gente recebe mensagem ali no nosso Instagram praticamente assim todos os dias perguntando, né, de como que é o nosso Conversation Club, que querem praticar, que sentem essa falta, essa deficiência da prática que eles não encontram em curso nenhum. tá? E perderam muitas oportunidades na vida, tanto de trabalho, por não conseguirem falar inglês, ou por deixar de receber promoções no emprego, ou de ganhar algo mais, porque era necessário, e não conseguem falar, deixaram de aproveitar viagens para qualquer país, né? Não precisa ser necessariamente país de língua inglesa, mas porque tinha medo de falar, ficavam gaguejando ou ficavam pensando em português para poder falar o inglês, aí não conseguia manter aquele nível de diálogo, né? Então você sabe, com certeza você já se identificou com alguma dessa situação. Então se você quer dar um passo para frente, um passo, avançar, eu tenho uma oportunidade. A gente preparou algo muito especial para vocês. E não é mais um curso, tá? É o nosso clube de conversação. Ou seja, isso aqui que a gente apresentou para vocês é o que nós fazemos semanalmente com os nossos alunos. A gente traz temas diferenciados, tudo isso para vocês desenvolverem o seu speaking. É um lugar sem julgamentos, acolhedor, onde vocês vão conseguir desenvolver sem ter medo de errar. Além do mais, né? Aprender novos vocabulários. Então, o que é o nosso Conversation Club? Né? Nós temos algumas coisinhas especiais que a gente traz no nosso Conversation Club. Não são somente as aulas ao vivo, tá bom? Então, o que seria o nosso Conversation Club? Nós temos 3 tipos de plano para o nosso Conversation Club. O primeiro deles é o nosso plano anual, ou seja, 12 meses, ano 12, certo? Nós temos o plano semestral, por 6 meses, e o trimestral, por 3 meses. Então, você terá aula de conversação em grupo, ao vivo, pelo menos uma vez por semana, em vários horários disponíveis, de segunda a sábado. Ou seja, no dia que melhor se encaixa a tua agenda, tá? Então, nós temos horários na manhã, na tarde e na noite. E são pequenos grupos, comigo ou com o Tim. E toda semana nós falamos sobre um tema diferente, como a gente acabou de demonstrar aqui. E a gente disponibiliza esse material na nossa plataforma, tá? Mas não para por aí não, tá certo? A gente tem alguns bônus super especiais de presente para vocês, para resolver um pouco dessas queixas, né? Essas dores que vocês sentem com relação ao speaking. E pensando nisso, para poder acelerar, o primeiro bônus para quem assinar o Conversation Club é o nosso grupo VIP exclusivo para os alunos no Telegram, que vai te dar acesso diretamente a nós, onde fazemos desafios semanais para você acelerar o seu speaking, além de treinar com os nossos alunos. Nossos alunos têm se divertido pacas, cara, tem sido muito divertido, até eu participo dos desafios às vezes. Temos a premiação, né? Esses desafios, eles são gamificados, então vocês postam lá os desafios semanalmente, a Lu vai contando ali quem tá postando, aí depois a gente faz uma avaliação para ver ali como é que vocês estão indo e tal. Então, esses desafios, eles são gamificados para vocês treinarem, e a cada 3 meses há uma premiação, tá certo? Então, isso é mais para estimular todos vocês a participarem. Então, a gente está chegando ao final do 2º mês, então, logo, logo a gente já vai divulgar como é que tá o ranking da nossa premiação. Então, assim, é um ambiente alegre, divertido, onde a gente tenta acolher o máximo possível dos nossos alunos, com muito carinho, amor, com um propósito em comum: melhorar o teu speaking, te destravar, tá certo? O bônus 2 é o nosso programa matinal diário, todos os dias, de segunda a sexta, às 7h30 da manhã, o nosso Good Morning Brazil with Tim and Karen, onde todos os dias a gente traz um tema diário ali, rapidinho. A gente chama os alunos, a gente escolhe algum aluno para conversar com a gente, né? Que nem, por exemplo, hoje cedo mesmo, o nosso Good Morning Brazil, eu falei sobre home remedies ou home medicines, right? Homemade. Então, é sensacional para aprender vocabulário, aprender entre inúmeras coisas. E por último, nós temos um bônus super extra especial. Os 10 primeiros alunos que se inscreverem no nosso Conversation Club ganharão uma sessão, uma mentoria, tá? É uma mentoria individual, ou comigo, ou com o Jay, tá certo? Ou eu, ou ele. Então, os 10 primeiros alunos que se inscreverem, tá certo? Por quê? Porque como somos só nós dois, é humanamente impossível a gente conseguir dar essa sessão individual para todo mundo. Adoraríamos, mas somos só nós dois. Então, agora você deve estar se perguntando, Jesus misericordioso, lá vem eles. Quanto será que vai custar isso? Bom, para quem já tem experiência de cursos de inglês, principalmente os tradicionais, sabe que a média do valor de um curso tradicional ali pelo semestre é cerca de R$2.000, né? Vocês pagam em torno ali de 300 a 500 reais por mês, fácil. Então, em média, num curso tradicional que, dependendo do curso, você leva cerca de 5 anos para finalizar, para se formar, desde o básico até o avançado, você vai gastar em torno ali de R$25.000, mais material e taxa de matrícula, tá? R$25.000 é só mensalidade, tá? E aqueles intercâmbios de um mês, que você fala, não, agora meu speaking sai, eu vou passar um mês lá nos Estados Unidos e eu quero ver. Aí você chega lá nos Estados Unidos, você fala tudo menos inglês. Você volta tão fluente quanto você foi. Quanto que custa um intercâmbio desse? Se você parar para pensar, pegando ali as passagens mais em conta, o curso mais em conta, hospedagem mais em conta, um mês vai te custar pelo menos em torno de R$32.000. É muito dinheiro. Eu, inclusive, uma vez quando eu tava lá nos Estados Unidos, gente, eu até dó do guri. Eu virei pra ele e falei assim, cara, tu não tem vergonha na tua cara, não? Ele olhou pra mim assim. Na época eu trabalhava na Macy's e eu cheguei pra ele em inglês. Ele olhou pra mim assim, né, tipo, você tá doido? Eu falei assim, cara, tu não tem vergonha na tua cara, não? Você paga, tipo, R$30.000 pra vir pra cá, pros Estados Unidos, pra você estudar inglês, melhorar o teu inglês, e você tá aqui, saindo com outro brasileiro só falando português, você não tem vergonha na cara, não? O guri queria me matar. Mas cada um é cada um, né, gente? Então, mas isso é a realidade. Infelizmente é a realidade. Muitas pessoas que vão para fazer esse cursinho de um mês dificilmente voltam fluente. Por quê? Não consegue estabelecer a prioridade. Tá certo? Então, quanto que vocês acham que vai custar o nosso curso? Com certeza não custa nem 10% desses cursos tradicionais. Tá certo? Então, se você tem curiosidade, se você quer dar esse kickstart no seu sonho de melhorar, to improve your vocabulary, improve your speaking, praticar, ter essa frequência, né? Porque, mas cara, e a conversação é só uma vez na semana, cara? O grupo da conversação é uma vez na semana, mas a gente traz atividades para vocês todos os dias, não é uma vez na semana. É o Good Morning Brazil, que são todos os dias, são os desafios, então são várias atividades para ajudar a desenvolver vocabulário, para ajudar a desenvolver o speaking. Então, quanto custa para você o seu sonho? O seu sonho de morar fora, o seu sonho de poder crescer dentro da empresa, conseguir aquela vaga de emprego, aquela promoção, poder se virar nas suas viagens, você poder, tipo, não, cara, eu vou viajar sem nenhum guia porque eu quero me virar. Quanto que custa esse seu sonho? Eu vou fazer um road trip nos Estados Unidos, eu vou alugar uma motorhome na Califórnia e vou atravessar os Estados Unidos pela Rota 66. Quanto custa esse teu sonho? Bom, a nosso Conversation Club não é tão caro assim, tá? Não custa nem 10% do que eu acabei de falar para vocês. Então, se você quiser se beneficiar de tudo isso que eu te trouxe aqui e ainda ter a chance de ganhar uma mentoria individual comigo e com o Tim, basta você ir agora clicar nesse link que a Lu postou no nosso chat e já fazer a sua inscrição. Porque o nosso plano anual custa somente 12 parcelas de R$ 149,41, ou à vista com desconto por R$ 1.497, tá certo? O plano de 6 meses custa somente 6 parcelas de R$ 164,98, ou à vista por R$ 897. E o plano trimestral são 3 parcelas de R$ 245,89, ou à vista por R$ 697. E se você parar para pensar, nosso plano anual é o que melhor te traz os benefícios, ou o que mais te dá custo-benefício. E custa menos que um cafezinho por dia. Tá? Então, se você gasta muito dinheiro com café, que nem eu tomo café pra caramba. Graças a Deus que eu comprei uma cafeteira elétrica em casa recentemente, não? Melhor coisa que eu fiz na vida. Então, thank you. Então, cara, vai lá, pega seu cartão de crédito, né? Então, como que você pode fazer esse pagamento? Você pode fazer o parcelado somente pelo cartão de crédito, tá certo? E à vista, Pix, cartão ou boleto, tá certo? Então, Cassiano, depois passe para a Lu as suas informações para que ela possa agendar a sua aulinha comigo individual, tá certo? E e é isso, gente.
Did I tell you I know how to dance boleto?
You know how to dance boleto? No.
Oh, wait, sorry. Bolero.
Bolero? Oh, okay. Sorry. Very nice.
These professionals. Okay.
So, é isso, gente. Muito obrigada por estarem aqui com a gente hoje. Tim, do you have any questions?
Oh, no, I was just going to say, as Karen was talking about the benefits, my Portuguese isn't working, sorry. Don't forget on Tuesdays and Thursday nights, we also have our Instagram chats. So, a chance to listen, to participate, take advantage of that, guys. Okay. I think this has really been like in the past few years now, working outside of a binational center where I worked for 19 years almost, is the idea the students who participate are the ones that have the best development, that improve the most. Okay, so think about it. If you want this to be you, get motivated. I can loan you my shikach and get in there and do something, because it's amazing how time flies and you realize, oh, I didn't do anything this week. You just lost a week of opportunity, and it's just really the tiny little stuff that cumulatively helps you get better, and you'll be surprised, 6 months, if you're a dedicated, committed student, okay. I always say Wilson should be committed. He's one of my favorite students.
Wilson, look at that. I hope you're watching this. If you missed us, he probably got lost on Instagram.
Yeah. But really, guys, you have the power to do it. And come and join us. Have some fun. It's really pleasant time with the students. I know a lot of people get, I don't want to talk. But, guys, do it. Take the risk. Jump the hurdle. Recently, our weekly challenge was people singing. My gosh, those were some of the nicest videos I've seen in ages. I was sitting in bed with my wife watching them, and she's like, they got good voices, you know. And I don't have a voice, so I'm gonna belatedly send one of my videos singing. But so it's really nice. We give you those weekly challenges, which help impel you, push you to get better. Okay, so honestly, and the only thing I talk about here now, just because I'm mathematically challenged too, is if you pay for the year, you're going to save a lot of money compared to the 12 payments. So get out your calculator and try that. I meant to say that earlier, that you know it comes out more expensive in the 12 payments. Okay, so really the best buy is the 1 year annual plan. Okay?
That is for sure. All right, thank you so much, guys, for being here with us tonight. And I'll see y'all on Thursday at 8 p.m. at the same time, at the same bat hour, at the same bat cave. All right, actually my bat cave, because it'll be by myself.
Yeah. And you'll be on YouTube, right?
I'll be on YouTube.
Yeah, I do Instagram.
And it'll be about phrasal verbs. It's a continuation of another phrasal verb class I brought to you guys.
All right.
All right.